Welcome WrestlingFigs.com forum boards. We're here with Enrique. Enrique, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Tim. How are you?
I'm good, man. The media turnout was pretty good. You got a lot of great product you're showing. How are things going with you transitioning over 6 months in? How are things going?
Fantastic. Very, very comfortable with where we are with the brand. Very happy with the success. We're up about 54% year over year, which is awesome for us. We're just doing great. We're getting a lot of awesome feedback. I'm really happy with the sculpts. We've already set a lot of our strategy for 2011, and I'm really excited about where we're going with the brand. My goal is to just make WWE the biggest it's ever been, and I think that we're probably going to accomplish that this year, but next year is going to be even better. And I'm just really excited about all the cool stuff coming down the pipe, and to be here talking to you guys and celebrating a little bit of our success is really awesome.
Well, thanks for having us. First of all, that's the main thing. But coming off the heels of Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, it was amazing that you guys had some great talent out there. You all had a great time, got to interact with the fans. But one of the biggest things to come off of it was a Randy Savage figure and the signing of Randy Savage. Tell us, because that has not been done in a long time. Hasn't been a figure since the Hasbro time period. And you guys are now bringing back people's memories of what WWE used to be and what the future holds for WWE and for you guys. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts on that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was truly a joy for me. I mean, as a fan, as somebody who grew up watching the Macho Man, it was just so awesome to, I think you talked to Bill a little while ago, and just everything he said was true, like from us working with him, talking on the phone and saying, hey, we want to do this, and just hearing the voice on the phone, like, hey, man, it sounds like a good idea. That was just awesome, right? So that was very exciting, and then we were working with him on the contract, and finally we got him, and that was a huge celebration. We signed him, everybody threw around, the emails, awesome, congratulations, we were so happy, and then we start working on the figure, and we see the prototypes come in, and the whole time we're like, oh my God, we're working on the Macho Man, and we pick his attire, and then it's just really cool. And
it's hard to keep a secret.
It was hard to keep it a secret, and we kept it for quite a while, and I think we did the right thing with the announcement, and the reaction was fantastic at Comic-Con and beyond. I think the boards have been going crazy. There's kind of a lot of rumors that were kind of spawned from it. Some of it's true, some of it's not true, but I can't necessarily comment on all that. But it was awesome. The reaction was great, and in fact, it was so cool for us to do the Macho Man figure that we're kind of introducing him in the new line that I kind of talked about at Comic-Con. And that's going to be defining moments in 2011 is a brand new line for us, and is really about the most iconic moments that have propelled these guys into just legendary status. So what was the event that really kind of catapulted these guys? And Bill talked about his match with the Ultimate Warrior. So we kind of created this new line to really celebrate this stuff, and it's going to be kind of our highest upper echelon, coolest figures that we make. We're going to spend tons of money on it. We're going to spend a little bit more on packaging. It's going to be a little bit expensive, it's probably going to be somewhere between $22.99 and maybe even $24.99. So, but it's by far, bar none, going to be the ultimate WWE figures ever produced.
But for a Randy Savage figure that hasn't been done in a long time, that's a must-have for any collector out there and any casual fan of wrestling that remembers the days of the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Absolutely. I mean, if I didn't work on it, I would definitely buy it. I'd buy tons of them. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who may or may not be fans or collectors, but they are definitely going to go out there and buy this figure.
They know that's the one that's been missing for a long time.
That is the one that's been missing for a very long time.
Can you tell us a little bit about the articulation with the figure? Because I know that you showed some images at Comic-Con, but for the forums boards out there, does it have a lot of articulation? How many points do you know yet? Where are we going with that?
Honestly, I don't know the count of articulation points, but it's definitely the elite scale articulation. So it's got the same points as all of our other elite figures.
Okay. All right, and then we always do this, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it with you right now. We have some questions from the members on the forums here, and WWE Apex Predator says, when will we see championship belts for the figures?
Championship belts. We're going to kind of roll those out. And actually, I should apologize to you guys. I think back in February, I kind of misspoke about when we were going to put those out, and that was my mistake. I apologize. We're going to pepper them in slowly but surely. So in our Legends line, for example, we're gonna first appear the Intercontinental Championship with with Mr. Perfect, and then also in our current entrance greats line, we're doing a $1 Million Man belt. $1 Million belt for the $1 Million Man. So you're going to see a little bit more of that as we go forward. Potentially, I don't want to give too many secrets, but they're gonna be rolling out in our various lines. You'll see them probably first in Elites, Legends, and Defining Moments, as well as entrance grades. We'll have a couple.
And then you'll see the current championship belts coming out in the Elite Series as well, correct?
Yeah. We'll do the WWE Championship at the World Heavyweight, and we'll probably do the United States Championship. We're going to do all the belts.
And then for the Legends lines, anybody who carried a Wing Eagle title or something like that, you're planning on bringing those back too?
Absolutely, and those are already in the works as well.
Oh, that's incredible. All right, JWS owner says, when will we see Nexus figures?
Nexus figures, oh man, really excited about tomorrow. It's going to be awesome, and I think the storyline has been great. I am very excited to see how it goes down. I mean, it's just been an awesome story, and the Nexus is awesome. We do have plans for those guys already, and they are going to come out. I think the first one is going to be Wade Barrett, of course, and then I think I think he's going to be a basic figure. Got to double check that, but then you'll see a 2-pack, and then you'll see them rolled out slowly but surely, probably sometime in spring of 11.
Okay, good. Now, Chris Chrome says, will Elite figures ever come with foreign objects instead of clothing? I know you touched on that in the meeting earlier that we had with the media. They're looking for maybe more trash cans, things like that, chairs. Will we see that?
I think we will. And one thing I think I mentioned before, but I just want to communicate again to you guys is, it's relatively early for us. We've had the brand for about 6 months, and I'm really happy with everything that we've been able to put out. But this line's going to continue for many years. So we will get to all of these accessories. Currently, the strategy is to kind of introduce those in some of our play sets, and really focus on having the objects with the Elite figures be in relation to that figure. So it could be a Rey Mysterio headdress, or it could be a towel, or it could be something that's directly related to that character. Eventually, we'll start doing some foreign objects, and you can see some microphones and some stuff in them right now. But eventually, we'll start to do some chairs, and we'll start to do some cool stuff.
Building some props for the collectors.
Absolutely, but you'll be able to get that in the play sets for now.
Okay. And then LK says, are there any internet exclusives in the works?
Yes, there are. We're actually working with you guys, with Ringside, on a really cool exclusive. That's actually one of my favorite ones. We're working really hard to try to get that out this year, and I think that we should have it available certainly for Christmas, and we're going to try to get it a little bit sooner. I'll let you guys announce that one, however you want to do it, but it's going to be really cool. And then separately, we are working on some more exclusives for our own site, for Matty.com, in 2011.
Because you just had The Undertaker for Comic-Con, so that was a great piece. How'd it go over?
The item was awesome, and let me just say about Comic-Con that Comic-Con is going to be kind of a bigger event for us. I know that historically we're kind of used to Toy Fair as a means for us to make announcements, but Comic-Con is a huge, the biggest pop culture event in the country, and I think for us to be there with WWE was really, really exciting. It was the first time that WWE had spoken to the community in this big of a fashion, and it was really cool for us to have the writers, and the writing staff was there, and writers never talk to the fans. So for us to have the writers there and have them communicate with the fans was awesome. So I think in the future, you can count on Comic-Con being a big experience for WWE. We're definitely going to have another exclusive next year. I don't want to give away exactly what that is, but we already know what it is. It's going to be awesome. So come to Comic-Con if you can and absorb the experience. We had talent there every single day, and it was awesome. Kane came by and signed some autographs. It was awesome. So, but to get back to your original question, yeah, the Comic-Con exclusive did very well. We still have some available.
Where can they get those at?
Those are available on Matty.com. If you go to Matty.com right now, you can buy it, and I think it's selling out. So
get them quick.
You got to get them quick.
Okay.
And then we're going to figure out some other ways to just try to, get the word out about those, because, sites like you guys help us get the word out about this stuff. But we also want to make it available to people who may or may not know about it. So we'll potentially offer it in a couple other outlets.
Okay, then MBX says, will the Attitude Era, WCW, or ECW eras be incorporated into the Legends line?
Yes. Again, our goal with the line, especially with the Legends line, is to recreate the best heritage of WWE ever done. I think that we can safely say that we've kind of already done that. With us having signed and been able to put out the Macho Man, I think that kind of speaks to our dedication to this brand. And I mean, it's really, really difficult for me to sit here talking to you, knowing in my head what's coming down,
able to tell us,
and not being able to tell you, because it's awesome. It's really, truly unbelievable. The talent that we've been able to sign is, keep checking back in, keep coming back to Ringside, because we've got some awesome news. And, at our next Toy Fair, I'm going to unveil some news and potentially a little bit more later on in this interview. But keep coming back, and we're gonna have some awesome legends signed.
You're going to hear it first. We might have some big exclusive news from Enrique. He never lets us down, guys.